Good evening, folks. Nick DeForster here. Back out in the shop still tonight. Same night. It's Monday night. Just got done showing one of the new saws we putting on the channel. I guess the other guy, the other XP Homelite XP 1000. Now we got two of them. One's the more complete stock factory saw. It's going to be left alone. Second one, we're going to play around a little bit with. We're going to pour it up, pull the base gasket, re-ring it, and let it fly. We're gonna have some fun with that one. But also got another one here I want to show y'all tonight. Just got this one in. I think this one's going to be a whole lot of fun too. It's a big saw. So without further ado, we're gonna unbox it here tonight. I ain't seen it. We're gonna see it at the exact same time. So let's get to it. Got our box right here. Got my razor blade here. Side to get. So what we're getting ourselves into. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna throw that to the side for now. Set this up here for now. Imagine most of y'all ain't gonna know what this is. But I've actually been looking for one of these saws for a while. I stumbled across them and kind of became enamored with them. This is, which granted it didn't complete. It's getting really hard to find these complete. But this is a skill chainsaw, sorry. Model 1661, type 1. I say I've been looking for one. These are just a rebranded Canadian. Same as like I believe it's a 175 or maybe a 270. These are 95cc. They're manufactured by Canadian/Power Machinery out of Canada. They're 95cc. They're a big, old, heavy slug. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've always, like I said, since I've come across these, don't see these a lot. They just look like they can be very, very fun saws. Fairly simple, but let's see what we all got here. So obviously we got bottom end, so I got starter assembly. Starter does engage. We actually got some compression. Some. Don't know how good it is. Intake is almost like an exhaust on a Mac, where it's how do you say, sorry, there's something in here. There it went somewhere down there. It's bridged. It's got like a bridged intake. Intake side of the piston looks good. That's how we are pulling over with some compression, actually a reasonable amount of compression. I said these are manufactured by Power Machinery / Canadian. It's 95cc's. It was back in the, I think, late 50s, early 60s. Let's see. Looks like we are missing a bar stud, which I'm sure I can find one that'll work. screw-in stud. I can make something work with that. Yeah, it's just a screw in, pops out, pops in. We can find one. Yeah, it's just this one just got a bolt in it. The other one can be a bolt or a stud. Looks like a 3/8 pitch clutch drum, rim drum, or sorry, spur drum. It says mixed thoroughly, 16 parts regular gas, 1 part of SA30 fuel. So we don't do that no more, but let's look at it, see how the tank looks. Got a little bit of gas off in it, doesn't smell terrible, so I think somebody was in here trying to make this run. Obviously we're gonna need a intake gasket, but like I said, I don't know why, I just took a liking to these saws, and this is another one we can run. Obviously manual oiler, then you got your choke, or that actually might be a prime. Yeah, it's a prime, that's what that is. It doesn't use a choke, but it uses a primer button. You probably have to find the intake manifold. Oh, let's see, it might have come in here. Kind of bought this without knowing exactly what was all coming with it. Let's see. Looks like we got, we'll need some kind of adapter to that. This is our adapter. Yeah, it adapts from our big opening. There's our adapter for our intake. So it goes something like so. Let's see, yeah, something like so to this adapter. Or sorry, that's in the middle. Goes to a Tilly HS18A. At least that's what they sent with it, which it looks to be the part. There's where our primer comes in. Priming's right there. That's how it sends a prime since it ain't got a choke. Prime it right there, shoots it right up here. As you're pulling it over, it gets sucked in. Venturi is actually way back here in the back, which I think is quite interesting. And then this would be for our air filter. Yeah, that'll be for our air filter assembly. At least to my understanding. I could be wrong. I don't know a whole lot about these. I actually got to get a diagram for most of this. Because like I said, I don't know a whole lot about these. It looks like, okay, that's how it goes. Then we'll have to find an air filter for this. But it looks like we have our, yeah, looks like air filter goes in between these, gets sucked up through here, and then we'll have to find the actual back cover for this. But it'll take time, but we'll find it. Looks like we got a dog for it. And actually, here's the other bar stud, so that's pretty good. We got some parts for it. So we got a very good candidate to start with. These lines look honestly really, really old. Let's pull off this top cover for a second here. I'll move y'all around just a little bit. These are not a removable head on this version. I know some of the other ones they are, but this version is not. You can see it, spark plug comes in at a right angle to the head. They're very kind of old school design, but like I said, I just think they're cool. I think it's very, very interesting, very, very cool. I think it's gonna be a monster run. Looks like fairly small bar pattern, so I think I can convert a Husky mount or a steel mount, or maybe one of my Pioneers or something else to fit it up. And then may have to track down some crank seals for it. Like I said, it pulls over fairly good. The only thing that noise is actually the starter engaging. It actually pulls over fine. It's just got compression. Don't know if it has spark. We'll have to hunt that down. But we'll pull the muffler. It's not much of nothing. We'll pull it off and see what it looks like down in there. And we do have studs for it. Or, not studs. Oh, heck. Now I'm getting lost in the weeds. Bar plates. Alright, so you're probably going to be a half. Nope. Oh, I got one around here somewhere. Let's see if our 11 will work. 11 will work on it. So it ain't got much of a muffler on it, so it may be a candidate for like a pipe or something. Never know. I believe the manual oiler is down here. It's got some little bitty old hard lines, so we'll have to see how they're clogged up or not. But like I said, fairly small, fairly easy saw. It ain't literally nothing but a motor and a handlebar. So I think it's gonna be a whole lot of fun to play around with. And it's 90, like I said, 95 cc. If I can track down some rings for it, I may re-ring it while I got it, waiting on it. But we'll just have to see what we can find. Let's take a look through our exhaust port. Exhaust port's exactly like the intake. It's a bridge. It's got 3 bridges in it. And that's a slug off in there. That's a huge. Exhaust got a little bit of scoring, but it looks mainly like carbon scoring. Oh yeah. She's pretty clean in there. We can make something work with this. Not 100% sure. Huh. The cylinder is actually bolted in from the bottom. I was wondering where the cylinder bolts are. That actually threads up into the bolts, come up through the body and thread into the cylinder. That's a funky design in itself. But I think we can make this guy a runner again. I won't see a whole lot of action, but I think it could be fun. But yeah, that's all the muffler it's got for 95 cc. So you know it's gonna scream when it's running. But it's gonna be coming up on the channel. Got some other stuff I want to get into first still. Actually, a lot of stuff I want to finish up for my 266, maybe for hopper stock 266/268. Got my 372, just got the cylinder in for it, the highway cylinder. Get going for that. And then obviously we got this off. But this one's gonna be much further down the line. I got some other ones ahead of it, including that XP1000. That'll probably come before this. So I have to track down some parts for this. But at least now I got it here and kind of know what it needs. So I have to look up an IPL for it, but this will at least get me a start. Get me started on what I need and everything like that. Alright, here's that other bar stub. Go ahead and throw it on there. That way our clutch cover ain't flopping about. Oh, come on now. Said that, it might not be. You gotta pull that off. You gotta pull the manual oiler off to send this stud in. Yeah, looks like at some point somebody tried to drill and tap it just to put a what's it called, stud into it, but we'll just put a bolt. Maybe we'll weld it to the back side. Not 100% sure, but we're gonna have to put the manual oiler off, put it on, and I won't get into that quite yet. But that's it. That's what I'm excited about. Cause one of these days, when I finish up my 740 project, I'm gonna run it against this. My XP 1000s, both the ported one and stock one. The 1100 CD, when I put some seals in it and figure out that one noise, I believe it's wrist pin bearing. And what else we're gonna run it against? 95, 95, 100, 100, 100. And I don't think I have any other 100cc around here. I think that's all in my 95 to 100cc range. So it'll be this, the 1100 CD Husqvarna, the Homelite XP 1000s, the stock and the one that's going to be ported, and the McCulloch 740. I also got a 795, but it is still stuck. Working on it, trying to get it unstuck so that way I can pull it apart, freshen it up, and then we'll have a 103cc to throw in there as well. And just play around with them, have fun, see how they cut in similar wood, using probably the same bar and chain on all of them. And yeah, that's about all we got. This thing is pretty darn cool in my opinion. I mean, it's honestly fairly light. Honestly, for being such a big body, like, yeah, I know it's missing some pieces, but for such a big body, it's a very light saw. So, and the adjuster is actually, it's in the cover, and it's a very kind of funky design, but also cool in the same fact. So that's about all I was wanting to get into on this saw tonight. Like I said, I got plenty more I need to get hopping on. I wanted to kind of just show what we got coming up, ones I think are pretty cool, and we'll be back on this one soon enough. Just not tonight, probably in that next couple weeks. Just got some stuff I want to get ready in the event that I am able to go to hopper stock. That's good. Go ahead and set this guy back on here. It even shows you on the bottom side of this, I don't know if y'all can see that, how to set the carburetor. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can read that, but it says adjust the carburetor in the following sequence. Set the main jet to 1 1/4 out. Set the idle jet to 1 to 1 1/2 out. No, 1 1/4 out. And set the idle speed screw to 3 1/2 to 4 1/2 turns out. I guess that's all you do. And then maybe you have to fine tune adjust from there. Not 100% sure. Put this on the right way. Amazing that is honestly stuck through the times. But that's what we're gonna be working with. And I think it's mighty cool that it's made it this far in this decent a shape. I don't think it was used a whole lot. And it won't see a whole lot of use with me, but it will see some. I will want to run it some. And the fact that it does have compression. I mean, a pretty decent compression, honestly. It's got pretty decent compression. We'll just have to track down our stuff for crank seals to get the carb bolted on. Some seals, we'll have to sort them. I'll be able to find them somewhere. And we'll fire this bad boy up, run it some. I'll definitely gonna do a video showing it firing up and tuning it in and everything in between. So I'm gonna set this off to the side and probably gonna end this video here for now. Set this back here. There we go. consider parts with it. Put them down right in there. So, hope that video got y'all excited about something really you don't see anymore. I mean, you don't see the Canadians, the power machineries, the skills are getting real kind of rare in those saws. You see the smaller models, the 60, I think it's 68, 69 cc, those pop up fairly often, but the big 16, 61, 1660s, and the bigger ones, the 125 cc, those come up pretty rare now. Most of the time they're dog worn out because they was used to cut big wood. But that one seems to have good compression. We'll have to check in on the spark on it, but I know I'm sure excited to see it. Get it running, and heck, if I can get it running before hopper stock, I may bring it. I never know. Just depends on what I can load in the truck or in the car and make over there. So, without me continuing jabbering on, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and want to see a whole lot more, know when we post videos, hit that subscribe button. We post a fair amount, in my opinion. I think I post fairly often and has some interesting content. Some of it's not for everybody. I mean, some folks are into these newer saws, and some of these saws way too big for your needs. Just like, I mean, 9% of them are bigger than my needs. I just like running them, like working on them, like learning about them. But if you are interested, want to subscribe, that'd be great. Love to have you here. And if you want to talk a little bit, hit me up down in the comments, and or you can message me at natetheforester22@gmail.com. And if you need anything, need any parts, need any advice, anything like that, you can shoot it to me there. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one, and hope y'all have a great night. Thanks, y'all.